Hello everybody, welcome here down in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're gonna get ready to go green here for the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Ray Carson on pole with both his teammates starting right behind him for a top 3 lockout by Mixed Traffic Motorsport. Last race we saw Xavier Regelbrugge win on fuel mileage. Coming into this race, your points leader is going to be Brett Turner in the 24, who has an average finish of 1.5, I think. Really good consistency in these first two races. He's looking to continue that top two streak here in Las Vegas. Let's take a look at our starting grid here today. On pole, we have rookie Ray Carson with his teammate Doge Russell starting right beside him in second place. In third, we have Mixed Traffic Motorsports driver again, James Stark Roachire in the 07. Then we have Zachary Newgarden in the 1. We have Peyton Truex Jr. in the 40, Joshua Neely in the 78, Crazy World in the 80, Chad Jones in the 9, and then rounding out your top 10 will be Matthew Hubert and Carson Wright. I'll let the rest of the starting grid play out on your screen.
Drivers, start your engine!
There you hear the start command. Let's get underway here in Las Vegas. Pace car is rolling. And now we see the fuel take off. Ooh, Crazy World's a little slow on the start. I don't think that was anything too bad. Coming into this race, we see all the Mixed Traffic Motorsport Hondas lock out the top 3. Expect them to be running up front here in today's race. Restarts will be crazy. They're going to bunch up like... Oh, Crazy World does have a problem. He's going to retire to the side of the track. Oh, he has a brake issue. That's going to be... I think that might end his day. But... yeah, I expect these Hondas to be good. His cycle should be around lap 30 or 20, somewhere around that area. Restarts are going to be crazy. They're going to bunch up. We have potential for a lot of wrecks here. But here we go. Pace car is off. And we are racing here in Las Vegas. Doge Russell gets a good start. They're equal coming into turn 1 as you see them 3 wide in the back. That top lane fading, that's not... top lane is not good on cold tires. Here you see 07, James Stark Roachire. He's closing into the lead. He's up into second place already. Expect that Highland to warm up throughout the run as we see a big group of cars back here. It's really bunched up. As we see a move for the lead. Roachire to the inside of Ray Carson. Now here we go, side by side for lead teammates. James Stark Roachire to the lead of this race on lap 3. Now here comes Doge Russell. He's gonna try and follow through. But here comes Ray Carson. He's gonna fight back on the outside. Outside lane warming up early in this run. Here comes Ray Carson, big run coming down the back. Nothing's gonna materialize just yet. James Stark Roachire still holds onto the lead as Peyton Truex Jr. has run down Doge Russell. As you see the pack kind of calm out. Now we see Matthew Hubert. He's gonna try and make a move onto Peyton Truex Jr. in the 40. Things coming down early in this race. I really wasn't expecting this. I thought it'd be crazy, crazy 3-wide racing up until lap 10 or so. As we see Skylar Taylor making a move on Zachary Newgarden in the 1. This is for 6th place on the racetrack. And wide in the back there, you see Xavier Rogelberger, and I think that's what Wagner Mock and Doug Martinez Jr. Crazy World still in the pit lane trying to repair his brake issue. Good thing that happened before the race. That could have ended really badly. As we see 3 wide back here, Ryan White for Chesapeake Racing. He's gonna hold off his position here on 11. They almost went 3 wide there. Dontavius Colback and Mario Urquhart. As you see Colback trying to fight back to the inside of Ryan White. And he's gonna get it done. Pretty easy move coming into turns 3 and 4. As we see this huge pack, look at this. About 8 cars in this pack. As we see Alpern Adak, full-time truck driver, part-time cup driver, going 3 wide on the bottom with Violet Reed and Travis Cole. And now we see Leviathan Lock making a move on Sayuri Kawashima in 5. Oh, crash in the back. Travis Cole goes around. Oh, big hit. He's up and over. Side over side. He lands on his wheels. Oh, Crazy World collected as well. Late impact for those two. Dale Lovejoy collected as well, as we're gonna race back to the caution flag. James Stark Groshire is gonna get it. Taking a look at what happened here, you see them exiting 3 wide out of turn 4. Gustavo Lasting gets into Travis Cole, turns him down the racetrack into, I think that's Tacoma Smith in the 14. And then he slides all the way back up the track into the way of Dale Lovejoy. Huge hit, he goes up and over. Collides with the wall, and he's still gonna barrel roll here, coming down the tri-oval. And now you see here, huge hit. Crazy World comes out of nowhere. I think that brake issue is still affecting that car. Now I'm working Dale Lovejoy in the 3. Now I'm working Crazy World in the 8. That was a huge lick. Oh my god. Here we are getting another replay of the impact. Yeah, that was huge. I hope they're both okay. Now Up and over he goes. Ooh. And now back here in Las Vegas, we see, I think everyone's going to come into the pit lane. Las Vegas is a really heavy track on tires. It's going to be interesting to see the split strategies we're going coming into this early pit stop. Here you see James Stark Berkshire off first, Matthew Schubert off second. There's going to be Doge Russell, Payne Truex Jr., Skylar Taylor, Joshua Neely, Brett Turner, Chad Jones, Dontavius Kovac, Doug Martinez, Ryan White, Mario Earnhardt, and then you'll see everyone else exiting the pit lane on your screen. And we are back here in Las Vegas. We're going to go green here for the restart. James Stark Berkshire is going to be your race leader. Matthew Schubert on his outside. Then we have Doge Russell and Payne Truex Jr. All three cars involved in that incident have retired. Pace cars off. And we are back racing here in Las Vegas. Matthew Schubert, big restart. That's huge for him. Let's see what he can do coming on the outside. He's fighting back. These cold tires did not hold up well on the outside on restarts, and now here you see this. Now here you see the storm. Doge Russell to the inside of Matthew Schubert, who is going to bring Skylar Taylor with him. Schubert's going to fight back around the outside. Doge Russell might get it clear and coming into turn one. I think he does by Matthew Schubert. Big run on the outside. Look at that. They're going to be side by side coming down the backstretch. Here comes Payne Truex Jr. with another huge run. High horsepower in these cars paying off with this amazing racing. You see Matthew Schubert, he's going to try again up on the outside. And look at that run he has. Schubert's better in 1 and 2, but Russell's better in 3 and 4. Here comes Schubert again. His teammate Kovac's right behind him as well. Let's see what they can do trying to pass that towards Honda. Let's see Payne Truex Jr. fighting to the inside of Matthew Schubert. He wants second place on Doge Russell. Let's see Brett Turner. Where did he come from? Matthew Schubert's going to fade away a little bit. Here comes Payne Truex Jr. Gonna come to the fight with Doge Russell. They're catching up to the race leader, James Stark Berkshire. Here comes Payne Truex Jr. to the inside of Doge Russell. This is for second place on the racetrack, but here comes Matthew Schubert. He's closing in onto this battle as well. Now Schubert, he's going to give a push to Truex Jr. No, he's going to send it through wide coming into turn one. Truex goes up the track. That forces Russell wide. Here comes Matthew Schubert clear on the bottom. They're going to be through wide coming down the back. All this battling's brought in the Chevy of Brett Turner. No lines up here, but Payne Truex Jr. is going to get it done in the middle. Truex to second place. The battle between Schubert and Russell still going to carry on coming into lap 22. It was for second, but now it's for third. As we see Skylar Taylor, a huge run on the outside and Octavia's going back. She's trying to bring the fight to these top teams. Single car team, she owns it. It's ST Motorsports. There's no clear, definitive good car in this race as everyone's still so bunched up. And now we see Peyton Truex Jr. going to try and pass James Stark Rochard for the lead. It's going to be side by side. No, that was close. Almost turned around the 07 of James Stark Yorkshire. Here they come into turn one side by side. They're pushing people right now. Into turn one, onto the backstretch. I think Yorkshire has the advantage. Now Truex, he's going to have a run coming off in the corner. Nothing quite yet. Truex is getting closer every single lap though. As we see this battle for fourth right now. Brett Turner in the 24 and Matthew Schubert in the 46. As we see another attempt for the lead. Here comes Truex Jr. on the inside coming into turn 3. Nothing quite yet. He's going to get a push by Yorkshire's teammate, Doge Russell. As Turner's going to go for the move onto Doge Russell. Now here comes Russell, big run off the corner, but he's blocked by Peyton Truex Jr. Can't do anything coming down the back. Here they come, coming into turn 3 on lap 28. Russell's still trying to bring the fight to Peyton Truex Jr. No one's been able to pull away just yet. I think James Stark Wilshire is holding up this top group. As we see another attempt by Peyton Truex Jr. Into turn 3, he's running a little higher lane than these Hondas. Truex in that Red Bull Pontiac. Now here comes Brett Turner. He's going to go for third place onto Doge Russell. He's going to have help by Matthew Schubert in the 46. Turner clear into turn 1, but here comes Doge Russell. He's going to get that run on the outside lane. Ooh, it didn't happen that lap. Brett Turner's going to have the opportunity to block. And yes, he does. Brett Turner clear for third place. Now here comes Matthew Schubert. He's clear for fourth. Doge Russell's fading on the outside. Third to seventh in one lap. Oh my god. Matthew Schubert all the way on the top groove. It was basically in the marbles right there. Now we see Zachary Newgarden up into 4th place for Strohmeyer Motorsports, Monster Energy, Chevrolet, Monte Carlo. Side by side for 3rd. That's going to give the advantage to Zachary Newgarden, but here we go, 3 wide into turn 1. Matthew Schubert's going to bring the fight. Newgarden keeps the spot. Brett Turner's going to try and fight back on Matthew Schubert as well. Turner and Schubert side by side into turn 1. Turner's going to keep the place. Schubert's been on the losing side of many of these battles so far in this race. That's gotta not feel good for him. Fastest lap of this race so far goes to James Stark Wiltshire in the 07 as look at that lead he's pulled out on Peyton Truex Jr. Zachary Newgarden is looking to close in onto this battle for the lead. As you see Xavier Regelberger, he started deep in this field. He's up in the top 10 battling last week's winner on fuel mileage. Ray Carson battling the 97 of Dontavious Kovac. And now we see Zachary Newgarden gonna fight Peyton Truex Jr. for 2nd place. Now we see them closing in onto James Stark Wiltshire, but look at that run. Truex is gonna get around the outside. That's not gonna hurt Newgarden though. He's right on his bumper. This has brought Brett Turner into the battle for 2nd place. There we see Truex clear of Newgarden. They're going to switch lanes. Newgarden's going to go to... Oh, no, they're pitting. Yorkshire, Truex, Turner, Taylor, and Carson also come in. That's going to give the lead of this race to Zachary Newgarden in the 1. Newgarden should be coming in this time by. Yes, he does. So does Margot Brugge and Russell. Martinez as well. Everybody is in the pit lane right now except for Matthew Hubert. He pitted a lap before everyone else. That could either make his break his day, which I think it's gonna make it. Where's he coming out of turn 2? I think he's gonna get the lead. Yes, he does. Matthew Hubert's the lead of this race. New leaders, the 46 of Matthew Hubert. There you see Newgarden losing some spots, but Rego Brugge gaining some spots. Battle for third place right now, Brett Turner and Peyton Truex Jr. And it's going to go to Brett Turner. Matthew Hubert leading this race for Wyvern Racing. Wyvern Racing is the only Toyota team in full-time in the field. Their owner, Ryan Williams, ran full-time last season and retired at the end of it. Chad Jones, he started up in the top 10. Now he's running 24th here. Everyone in this field is so closely rated. It's kind of hard to fall back and then catch up later on in this race. That's why you see some cars good on some weekends and then some not so good on those weekends as well. I think the biggest culprit of that is James Stark Berkshire. He won 4 races last season, but then finished 12th in the points. It was either he was running mediocre, or he was getting caught up in wrecks. Other weeks he was just dominating, like Rockingham and Homestead. As we see Brett Turner trying to bring the fight to him. Brett Turner is arguably the fastest driver in the field. So many races last season, he led so many laps. He led the most laps, but just couldn't get it done, whether it be to a poorly timed caution or getting caught up in a wreck. He is our points leader right now. He leads over his teammate Xavier Ragobrugge. Now he's going to try and make a move onto James Stark Berkshire coming down the back. And they're going to be side by side. Now here they come onto Matthew Hubert. They both went way up the racetrack. That's going to give them a really good run on the back. Exiting turn 4, they've closed the gap significantly to Matthew Hubert. Matthew Hubert is the 3rd place car in points. This could be huge for him if he can get the win here. They are catching up to lap traffic, the 85 of Azure Dreamer and I think the 69 of Mario Alonso. George Russell faded back all the way to 14th place here. He's running behind Doug Martinez Jr. and might get passed by the 15th place car rookie, Violet Reed. As we see a three-way battle for the lead, Matthew Schubert, Brett Turner, and James Stark Yorkshire. The lap car gets out of the way, and now here they come. Yorkshire was looking to make a move onto Turner there, didn't quite make anything happen. Now here comes Turner, he's going to bring the fight into turn 3. He's going to have help by James Stark Yorkshire in the 07. Now exiting turn 4. Turner clear for the lead. Side by side, Schubert and Yorkshire for second place. No 07 and 46 still battling here. That's going to allow Brett Turner to run away a little bit. Turner's caught up to Mario Alonso in the 69 from Blacks Racing. Ooh, he's going to have a little trouble getting around him. That's going to allow James Stark Yorkshire to catch up a little bit, close the gap. Alonso playing blocker. And now James Stark Yorkshire is going to have trouble getting around Mario Alonso, as we saw them through wide back there for a brief moment. Xavier Regelbrugge up into 4th place and 3rd place. Maybe not for long, as Zachary Newrine is looking for the position. They've closed in on Yorkshire. And now that brings in Ray Carson in the 11 as well. Here comes Newgarden. quite gonna happen just yet. We see Xavier Rugglebruggy gonna go around the outside of James York Yorkshire for second place. As we're gonna come around to 30 laps to go in the race. We're still gonna have to see one more pit stop by everyone in the field, unless a caution comes out. Doge Russell battling back here with Violet Reed and Leviathan Lock. Probably a bad adjustment in the pit lane, but he's making his way through the field just a little bit. He's also bringing Violet Reed with him. Ryan White, pretty quiet day so far. He's snuck inside the top 10. He's running 10th right now. Same thing with Jonathan Schuler, running 9th. He's battling up. Oh! Some damage to Mario Alonso's car. I think that was from... I don't think that was there before, but... maybe from the pit lane. And now we're going to see the top 2 in points battle it out for the win. Xavier Rugglebruggy and Brett Turner here. Joseph Smith has never been in the allegations. And we see a battle here, Gustavo Lassim and Lenore Hathaway. This battle is for 16th on the racetrack. Hathaway gets it done. As we see, Newgarden gonna fight Xavier Rugglebruggy for second place. He's bringing the battle. Rugglebruggy is just better in 3 and 4 there, as you see. Here you see Newgarden, he has a really good method in 1 and 2. He was just able to close that gap up. And now he's to the inside of Rugglebruggy. He's gonna maybe get clear coming into turns 1 and 2. He's clear for second place on Xavier Rugglebruggy. He's gonna try and hunt down Brett Turner for the win now. As Brett Turner pulls into the pits, Hubert's going to come in as well. Turner saw that strategy by Hubert work out last pit stop, and now he's going to use it to his advantage. That's going to give the lead to Zachary Newgarden once again. This is going to be the second time Newgarden has clean air. Let's see what he can do with it before he comes into the pit lane. He has pulled out a little bit more on Xavier Rugglebruggy, as everyone else is going to pull into the pits. Ooh, Doug Martinez is going to stretch it on fuel. He's going to try and go long. There you see a pretty bad pit stop from Matthew Hubert. He's backed up all the way to Jonathan Schuler, who was running around 8th place before his pit stop. And now here comes Martinez into the pit lane. Yes, he does. And also a really bad stop for Xavier Regelbrugge. Maybe? Oh, Nuer had to slow up in the pits. It's gonna give Regelbrugge an advantage. There you see Brett Turner. He's gonna regain the lead of this race over Xavier Regelbrugge. Zachary Newgarden had to slow up to avoid the car in front of him in the pit lane. That's going to be detrimental to his race. Or maybe it wasn't a bad pit stop by Matthew Hubert. It was a really good pit stop by Jonathan Schuler, as he's also jumped James Stark Yorkshire in the pits. So has Ray Carson in the 11. But here comes Matthew Hubert. He's going to bring the fight back to Jonathan Schuler as well as Ray Carson. As they're going to go 3 wide into turn 3. Look at this. Power move on the bottom. Matthew Hubert's going to get clear of both of them coming into the tri-oval. Here you see the move once again. Matthew Hubert all the way on the bottom. He just soars past both of them on the top. Amazing move by the 46 of Matthew Hubert. Oh, we have a crash on the racetrack. Violet Reed. Looks like a big impact. I think Peyton Truex Jr. as well in it. Let's get a replay for you on that. Here you see exiting turn 4. Skylar Taylor is really hot. Gets up into Peyton Truex Jr. Sends him sliding all the way down the tri-oval. And sends him back down into Violet Reed right there. As well as Astro Dreamer. I don't think anyone else was collected. We are on board with Peyton Truex on the 40. There you see he gets turned. And now he's sent spinning through the tri-oval grass. All the way back up the racetrack. Big hit by Violet Reed, then Astro Dreamer there. That just kills his car. Now on board with Skylar Taylor in the 45. And now Violet Reed in the lead. Is anyone going to come back into the pit lane? We're under 20 laps to go in the race. We're going to restart with around 15 or 14. No one comes in. This is going to bunch everyone up. Hopefully we don't see any more chaos go on. We are back here in Las Vegas. We're going to restart with 14 laps to go. It's going to be a sprint to the finish between teammates Xavier Regelbrugge and Brett Turner. Starting on the front row for the restart. Behind them will be Zachary Newgarden and Matthew Hubert in the 46. And we have Jonathan Schuler and Ray Carson back there. These Chesapeake racing cars are going to be fast, but let's just hope no more chaos ensues, and we can have a green flag run to the finish as the pace car comes off and we go into the unsponsored restart zone. And we are green, back racing here in Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Now remember, cold tires do not work well on the outside for restarts, but it's holding up pretty well for Xavier Regenbergy. Brett Turner clear for the lead, side by side for second. Zachary Newgarden, Xavier Regenbergy. Here comes Jonathan Schuler. He might force it 3 wide. No, he doesn't. Clear for second. Zachary Newgarden. He's bringing Jonathan Schuler with him. Xavier Regenbergy fading on the outside lane. Newgarden's going to try and run down Brett Turner, but here comes Xavier Regenbergy fighting back to the outside of Jonathan Schuler. And he's clear for third. Now here comes James Stark Rookshire battling Jonathan Schuler for 4th place. But don't let this distract you. Zachary Newgarden has caught up to the 24 Brett Turner. He's going to try and go for the lead. You got to choose a right lane. Got to predict which one Brett Turner is going to go into and not try and catch his dirty air in that. $11 laps to go in this race. Regenbergy fading. He's lost in position to Yorkshire, but he's going to try and fight back on the outside. Now here comes Doug Martinez. Where did he come from? He's in 5th place right now. Brett Turner has pulled away a little bit on Zachary Newgarden. It was half a second to gap that time by, and now it's going to be 6/10 that time by. Brett Turner is running a little bit higher in 3 and 4. That's giving him a good run coming out of the trial vault. Which allows him to pull out the gap, but it goes back down to half a second. Newgarden caught a little bit that lap. This time by is going to be almost 6/10. It's on and off for Zachary Newgarden every lap. He's going to have to be better than that if he wants to race win. The gap has extended once again. It's going to be about 6/10 once again. But James Stark Rookshire and Doug Martinez are closing in. We're going to come around to 5 laps to go. Zachary Newgarden closed the gap by 2/10 that lap. He's found a groove and he's working in it. It's going to be close coming down to the finish. James Stark Rookshire has also brought his gap down to under a second. Now here we go, 4 laps to go. Newgarden closed the gap once again by 1/10. It's now 3/10 behind for Zachary Newgarden. And look at the magic he's working. Look at the gap he's closed in. Zachary Newgarden hasn't won since the season opener last season. He's looking for a second career win. Brought it down another 10th that time by. 3 laps to go. Now here he comes. He's going to work some magic coming down the backstretch, side by side for the lead. Zachary Newgarden to the inside of Brett Turner. Turner's going to have a better run coming out of the corner. Newgarden is still on his bumper though. Don't count him out just yet. 2 laps to go. The final 2 laps. The final 2 chances for Zachary Newgarden. What can he do in turns 1 and 2? Can he catch up coming down the backstretch? He's close quite a bit in 3 and 4. 1 lap to go, the final lap, his final chance. What can he do? Nothing quite yet. I think it's over for Zachary Newgarden. Yes, it is. Brett Turner is going to exit turn 4. He's going to get his second win of the season, his second win in 3 races. Brett Turner is going to win the Pennzoil 400. Zachary Newgarden finishes second. A hard effort by him. James Starkrochar for third, a well-needed, a good result for him. Doug Martinez Jr. in 4th, and Xavier Regelberger will finish 5th here in the Pennzoil 400 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. That's got to be tough for Zachary Newgarden. He drove his heart out in those final couple laps, but it wasn't enough. Brett Turner is going to take the win here in Las Vegas. There you see your finishing order up on your screen. I don't think this is going to do anything too bad to the points. Brett Turner is still going to stay at the top. Regelberger is going to stay second, and I think Matthew Hubert and Jonathan Schuler will stay in their places as well. Brett Turner takes the win here in Las Vegas. That's all from me. I'll see you next race in Milwaukee Mile, and then we'll be there. And then we'll be here the next day in Rockingham. Yeah.